Chartemis Prime, Chartemis Prime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking fast hits. Chartemis, subscribe.
Swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist moves side to side. Shut up, guinea pigs. Hey, what's up, you guys? Chartemis Prime here doing another Marvel Select figure review on not a Marvel Select, but the Star Trek Select Captain James T. Kirk figure. This is the second release from Diamond Select Toys, and this review is brought to you by Diamond Select Toys. Click the link in the description below. It'll take you to their Facebook page so you can see the latest that's coming from Diamond Select. Please do so. If you're trying to pick up this figure, he is sold out at Big Bad Toy Store. The Spock figure is still available, and you can pre-order the Jean-Luc Picard.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So here's the packaging. Very much looks like Marvel Select packaging. Captain Kirk right over here on the side. On the back, you can see Spock right over there. And a very long story right here explaining Khan and the Augments getting unfrozen and taking over the Enterprise and how Kirk defeated them with pipe. Little do you guys know that my geekdom actually started with Star Trek. Not this Star Trek The Next Generation. My dad is actually, and my mom likes Star Trek too, but my dad's a big Star Trek fan. My first convention was when I was 7 years old. It was a Star Trek convention, so a little history on Chartemis Prime right there in case you guys care at all. But anyway, this figure right here, this is actually the second release like I had mentioned before. This is the first one right here. Very similar figure. If you want to see a review of this guy, check out Pixel Dan. He did a great review on this, and this one comes with a base right here. And this is what you get. It's a Toys R Us exclusive, pretty cheap, 15 bucks, not bad. This guy right here, 22 bucks, and so much more worth it. I think this is cool too, but this right here, this is the buy you want to make. I think this is so much better. My only gripe is that he doesn't come with an interchangeable hand that includes a phaser. I wish he had a phaser hand, but other than that, it's actually a very impressive set. He comes with a bunch of accessories, including a Khan figurine. So let's take a look at that first and we'll get into the rest. Khan! So because of this figure set, I showed it to my dad, and I'm gonna give him the second set, by the way. He kind of wanted him, so, which is kind of funny. But anyway, I think Escobar was the actor's name, but a very Latino Khan. Very suave Khan, and it's not posable in any way at all whatsoever. He's stuck in this pose, and he has this peg sticking out, or this hole right here, so you can plug him into the base. But I think the paint applications are pretty solid. You don't have much shading going on. You actually do get some on the hair right here, which is actually pretty neat. I do like the flesh tone. The facial expression's pretty good. It's for the fight scene at the end of the episode. I totally recommend watching the episode. It's called Space Seed. Check it out on your Netflix. Season 1, episode 23. But they got some detail on his boots right there. And it's pretty much a flat red color, and he has gold right here on his belt. So I think that's pretty neat. And the figure comes with this awesome base. This is cool. I like how they did this paint shading right here at the bottom going towards the edges. I think that is so sick. This is really dope. Got all the dials and buttons and gizmo-y stuff right over here. You know, the 60s effects and whatnot. Which is very cool looking. I like this. And then right here, this is just a little piece of cardboard right over here, which looks really dope. I think, you know, it's got a cheesy look to it, but it's supposed to, you know what I mean? And for the 60s, you know, it wasn't bad at all, actually, I think. Then on the back, it looks like a big computer chip, you know, not too shabby. So what you're supposed to do is you take your Khan figure, you get this peg hole right here, and you have this square peg sticking up, and you just plug Khan right in there like that, and he stays like so. So that's how he's supposed to be displayed. He's taking it. Now, Kirk comes with two sets of hands. He has these open hands right over here, and he also has these hands that are connected to this pole that's actually part of the display. Well, you can't take this out or anything, so it's stuck in his hands. So these are stuck like that, which is okay. It's pretty cool, but if you recognize this little thingy right here, in the episode, Kirk pulls this out, and he beats Khan with it. So this figure is not really articulated, but you get two sets of legs. So you just pop this out like so, and then you pop this in right here, and then it doesn't really stand very well, but it's supposed to be for an aerial Kirk, which I'll show later on, which is actually the highlight of the whole piece. So to be 100% honest, I feel like this doesn't really look like William Shatner. It looks better than the other one for some reason. This one looks less like him, in my opinion, than this one. This one looks closer to William Shatner, but there's still, I don't know, there's something about them that's just kind of off. I don't know how to really pinpoint it, but I don't think it totally captured the likeness. They do have some paint shading right here in the hair, and I do like the flesh tone. It's pretty nice. There's no shading right here on his shirt or anything. We do have the gold right over here. And then we do have some gold applications right here on his wrist. Nice sculpting right here on the torso section and the wrinkles and everything. The pants are a flat black. And then you do get some shading right here on the boots, which looks very nice. And of course he has the peg holes at the bottom of his feet. His head can look back a bit, and it can move down. And the head is interchangeable because I think they used a similar sculpt. So you can pop this out and switch the head with the other Kirk. Or you could put Spock's head in here and, you know, you could do that. So it does move up and down. And I really like that you can't really see this hinge too well. I think that's great. It's really buried in there and you get a good amount of movement. I'd like to see that in some Marvel Legends. I think that's cool. And it does rotate side to side. With his hands attached, you can lift all the way up like that, which I think is pretty cool. And then to detach it to fully show off the arm articulation, it does move out, forward, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, which bends in very, very far, and the wrist does move side to side due to it being on this peg. And yeah, I put the wrong hand on. You do get a waist swivel over here, no leg articulation except for the boots. So with the figure hunched over like this, he stands about 6.5 inches tall, but it is a select scale figure. So you can imagine if his knees weren't bent and he wasn't all hunched over, he would stand about 7 inches. And here he is compared to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So the way they show it displayed on the packaging and promo pictures is you have Kirk right here pegged into these two holes, and he matches up very nicely, have him turned toward Khan, and there he is beating him with the pole. Very cool. But here's the thing that's really badass, man. Okay, you pop the legs off over here, you put this thingy on right over here, okay? He's got this peg hole over here, and he comes with this clear stick. You plug this in right over here, and you plug this into the side of the base, like so. And then you get Aerial Captain Kirk coming right at him, man. I think that is sick right there. That kicks it up for me. I don't know why. I just think that is really, really cool. Now, I don't remember him specifically doing this in the episode, like this huge aerial, but I think this looks badass. I think that's really, really cool. And I had it displayed like this for days, actually weeks it's been displayed like this, and this thing does not tilt down or bend at all. This is a very strong plastic. It's not going to budge. It's really, really strong, and I think this is a really cool looking display piece. That looks really, really cool. I don't know. I'm really digging it. I think that's badass. I totally recommend it. For 22 bucks, you get a couple of display options, especially if you pick up the Spock figure too. I think it's totally worth getting both of them. Today, Star Trek Into Darkness comes out. Pick it up. Badass movie. I absolutely loved it. And by the way, just a side note, I think they just really, really hit the relationship between Kirk and Spock in that, because going back and watching these older episodes, I feel like it's just the same thing. I think they did a great job. Abrams kicked some ass. I think it was just, and the actors and everybody else was great too. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. I hope you liked my review. Take care. Peace.
Crispy.
Have you done watching my videos? Where are you going?
BKBN.net.
Where